Today for science, we are going to sort animals into the correct group. But before we do, we need a little refresher on the different animal groups that we learned last week. So the first animal group we're going to learn about is mammals. Remember, mammals have a backbone and they have fur or hair that cover the entire body. So a lion definitely has a backbone, and you see it has fur all over its body. Then we learned about birds. Birds have feathers that cover their body, and they have wings. Then we learned about fish. We learned that fish also have backbones, and they live in the water. We learned about reptiles. Reptiles also have a backbone, and they have scales that cover their entire body. This turtle actually has a hard shell, but underneath it has scales on its skin. And then we have amphibians. Amphibians also have a backbone, and they live on land or water, and they have cold, wet skin. So now that we have that, you have a worksheet today that has 5 different animal groups. What I want you to do is first, you should have another sheet attached that has 5 boxes that are kind of gray looking, and then you have 15 names of animals. So what you first want to do before anything else is you want to cut all of it apart. So you should have 5 of these right here. And what I want you to do is read each and put them in their group. So let's do that. I'll read it to you. Says an animal with bones that usually has hair or fur on its body and feeds milk to the young. Well, all of these animals have bones, so that clue doesn't help us, but what does help us, and it says it has hair or fur. I know that is a mammal, so I'm going to glue that right there. Then I have an animal with bones that has dry, scaly skin. Well, dry skin is reptiles, and I know that they also have scales. The next one says an animal with a backbone that has feathers, 2 legs, and a wing. Oh, there you go. So an animal that has a backbone with 2 legs and a wings, feathers are birds. Then I have this clue. It says, an animal with bones that lives part of its life on land and parts of its life on the water. Well, I have fish and amphibians left. I know fish live in the water. Amphibians can also live in the water, but I don't know about both. That one's kind of tricky, so I'm going to put it to the side. An animal with bones that lives in the water and has gills. Oh, fish have gills. So this last clue must be amphibians. Once I sort all 5 of those, then I'm going to pick up one of the names of the animals. Cobra. Where does a cobra go? A cobra is a snake, and snakes are reptiles. Blue jay. A blue jay is a type of a bird. They're very, very common here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort all of them into the groups, and you will know that you have them all right if you have at least 3 in every single category. So you need the definition and 3 different mammals. Definition, 3 birds. The definition, 3 fish. Definition, 3 reptiles. And then the definition and 3 amphibians.